the Texans get 4 straight wins. They were 3-5. Someone once said that their defense is good enough to win games all by
You starting to believe
themselves.
yet? Are you getting there yet?
I'm getting there.
You are?
I'm getting there.
All right.
Now, it didn't hurt
Yeah.
that Daniel Jones could barely move.
No, that's definitely hurting the Colts offense right now.
All week about
Right.
the leg, and then it started to come out that there's a fracture. And, of course, the NFL's injury reporting rules are so bare bones, no pun intended, that they don't tell us if someone actually has a broken bone. All they have to say is leg.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And you could tell before the game he couldn't run. And that is not the team that you want to not be able to run against.
Yeah, or
they
have
are
that
coming
threat
after
of
you.
that read option, right? You brought that up during the game a little bit. Like, you were like, why are they even worried about the read option? He can't run, right? Because I think there was a few plays where like he faked like he was going to run, and we saw the DN, and it was like, they're not going to let him run much. It definitely affects them. One of the things when they were playing at their best, and we saw even in the Colts game he couldn't move, there was definitely something there that jumped out to me when I watched that back on film. But when they were at their best on the offensive side of the ball, he was keeping a few read options every now and then. And he was scrambling for a few big first downs from time to time. And they were making more plays down the field. And as we sit here right now over the last few weeks, I mean, we're going through a period here where it's like, we haven't seen Jonathan Taylor break out in quite some time. We saw one pass down the field, but that was about it all day. There's not much. So they've lost their explosive element altogether as an offense, and then they've played some really good defenses, and in my opinion, the best defense in the NFL, a defense that I think is a Super Bowl caliber defense in the NFL right now, and that offense is getting better there in Houston. At least it's respectable, and that's why I think they're kind of a force to be reckoned with here right now.
Colts have lost 3 out of 4. It started in Pittsburgh. They had the Chiefs beaten 20-9. The Colts blew that one. They lost yesterday. Are you concerned about the Colts?
I mean, a little in just the fact of their schedule is brutal, right?
Oh, it's
brutal.
Yes.
So you look at that, you go, a quarterback's got a stress fracture in his fibula. That ain't good. Okay, they've lost a little bit of their mojo on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, they're a pain in the butt. It's hard to score touchdowns, but like you saw yesterday, they're not like going to just shut you down and you're going to punt the ball. You can move the ball in the Colts. And we saw yesterday with C.J. Stroud, he had the one bad interception early on in the football game. But after that, he was kind of surgical. It was kind of 7 years, 8 here, 5 here, 8 here. And they moved the ball consistently throughout the day that way. That's where I worry about the Colts. I just worry whether, I worry if they have enough playmakers on the defensive side of the ball, I guess is my big thing, in big moments to really shut down some of these big-time teams in the AFC. That's where I guess I'd question them a little bit. And, yeah, I'm a little worried for them as we stand here right now.
At the Jaguars, where they have not won since 2014, which is amazing because it's the Jaguars.
It is
for crying
amazing.
out
I mean,
loud.
Jackson DeVille doesn't own anybody other than you more than the Colts. He owns you and the Colts.
That was from before 2014. You need to come up with something more recent. Then they're at Seattle. The 49ers come to town Monday Night Football right before Christmas. Then they have the Jaguars in Indy, and then they finish the season at Houston. The wheels could come off for the Colts.
That's scary. I mean, that's a scary next 3. You're right. That's what you're worried about. And not that they've played such horrible football here. It's just you got to find a way to win. Like we talked about, even the Steelers game. There was some self-inflicted wounds there. Even with all the turnovers, it was like, wait, they're only down 10-7 and they're driving here to score. And then another turnover happened. And, of course, the Colts and the not being able to put the Chiefs away in a big moment, that was huge. And then yesterday they played a team that's feeling themselves right now. They're playing a team right now that's won 5 out of the last 6, and their one loss is the Denver Broncos, and they had Bo Nix on a 3rd and 20-something and let him scramble for a first down to get in field goal range and win the football game. And, of course, that was a game where C.J. Stroud got hurt, where I'd go, they play that game on fair terms. I'd like to Houston once again. But nonetheless, yeah, I think Houston's a team we got to start watching out for. They've found enough offense here to where Nico's healthy, right? They need Christian Kirk to be healthy. But some of the young receivers are popping up. The tight end's okay. The run game's respectable. And then the defense, as you might have heard me say on Football Night in America, I mean, I get little vibes of 2015 Broncos, 2013.
You said it on this show.
I said it. I said it here
a
too.
lot of the stuff you end up saying on Football Night in America, you've already said here.
You're right.
Or on your
most
podcast.
times. Yeah, no, but you're exactly right. That's maybe my time to bring it to a bigger audience on that show. But yeah, I feel that way about Houston, and I would say watch out for them right now.
And this is where it becomes extremely compelling as it relates to the chase for the wild card berths.
Yeah,
because we've got, and obviously the Patriots 10-2, they play tonight. Bills are 8-4. Colts, Jaguars are 8-4. Chargers are 8-4. Broncos are 10-2. There aren't many spots,
right?
And the Texans need to catch the Bills. You know, I've been talking so much about how the Jaguars could keep out the Chiefs for the 7th seed thanks to the fall down, go boom, Trevor Lawrence twice play. Well, the Jaguars right now are technically in first place in the division.
Right.
It could be that the Texans beating the Bills on Thursday night keeps Buffalo out.
Yeah, right.
It's just look at that. Look at that right now. If the season ended today, and obviously if it did, that would mean something great. Oh no, the Ravens are technically never mind. The Ravens are leading the division, but there's still a chance Ravens, Chiefs, and Bills each don't make it.
Yes,
which would
definitely
no one would have seen coming.
No,
all three of them.
No way, definitely not. And again, Houston plays Kansas City this week. That's going to be a huge
Sunday Night
football game.
NBC and Peacock.
It doesn't get any bigger than that. So. I'm with you, and it's getting dicey in the AFC right now. And I never thought we'd be sitting here going, "Hey, the Colts might not make it." I mean, that's crazy in itself. The Colts are still have the overall lead in Nets point differential in the AFC, and here they are sitting as the 6th seed, right? They've outscored opponents by 108 points, better than any other team in the AFC. Usually when you have that, you're like, you lead the conference and outscoring other teams, you're usually one of the top teams in the conference. For them to be sitting there at 6 is pretty crazy right now, and yeah, there's a lot of cross-pollination teams that have played each other already to where you're right. Some of those personal head-to-head tiebreakers are going to come into play.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.